Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much to Crkt for sending this one out for review. This one's the Crkt M40-03, and it's Deadbolt. This one's designed by Kit Carson. Rest in peace to Kit. So many great knives that he's designed, as well as ones that we're familiar with, the M16 and the M21 through Crkt. Just some great knives that will definitely stay in our collections. Now you can see a little bit of branding here, and you have the Deadbolt mechanism markings at the top. You have a little bit of a I want to say a thumb stud type deployment as well, which is kind of cool. But it also acts as like the stop pin at the top of the scales there, or I'm sorry, top of the frame. And you have full frame, steel frame here, or liners I should say, sorry, and they are milled out. So you have a little bit of milling for weight reduction. You have your open design, so you have your barrel spacers there. You have a short, deep pocket carry clip, so you're just gonna have a little tiny bit of the, the end of the knife sticking out. It has flipper deployment as well, which is kind of cool. So you have two means for opening it. You have a little bit of jimping on the top there, as well as a little bit on the top of the liners. Now for this one, for me, I love the Deadbolt technology. It's super strong. You can see right here, they put, two pins right in here, one on each side, that once they lock in, you can see it just sink in and just lock. So unless you, intentionally push this down, you got yourself a pretty darn sturdy knife. So I'm really liking the fact they're putting this Deadbolt technology on some of the regular EDC knives, a little bit more carry friendly for me as well. This one, I have a large glove size hand. It fits quite well in there. I'm liking this overall. So very cool of Crkt to include that in this design. Now, the flipper deployment, it's on IKPS ball bearings, which for me, it's very smooth on deployment. Very smooth, very easy to operate. But for me, I'm still trying to get used to the flipper tab. So I don't know if this is just a me thing, but it seems like it could be snappier, I don't know if it just needs a little bit of adjusting on this. I know there's a way to adjust these two screws, but I don't want to do that with something that's been sent out for review. So I'll check in with them, but I know it's something that definitely can be improved, and probably once it breaks in a little bit as well. So pretty cool overall. Let me know what you guys think on this one. Do you guys have this one? Now the scales, the handles, they're a GRN, so they're a glass reinforced nylon with some really cool designs to them. A little bit of texture as well, which is nice, and the aluminum bolsters. They've done it on both sides, so I really like that. And it just makes a good looking knife. A little bit of contrast. You have a little bit of texturing on the button as well for the Deadbolt, so you know exactly where it's at. And the only thing with if you're going to use thumb stud deployment, make sure your index finger's out of the way a little bit, because it will flip down through here, because it's got to have that, little bit of motion, range of motion, and not get caught up on your fingers. But it makes it lightweight, so you don't have that super heavy feeling. You have a balance point of the knife as well, which is kind of cool. Now, the hollow grind and spear point on this, I love the hollow grinds. Now, I don't know about you, but the hollow grinds are pretty cool because just a lot slicier in my opinion. And this one kind of, it comes up to a thicker part of the knife right through here, and then goes down to that spear point. So real stabby, real slicey, a great EDC that's just going to lock in place. And I don't want to say it's going to give you that full 100% feeling of, a fixed blade, but you got a little bit of a guard here for your forward finger, as well as that jimping, so you're just locked in. Now the jimping on the top of the liners is a little bit further back than where I would rest my thumb, but it gets about half of it, so just enough that you know what's going on. I don't feel too much of the pocket clip at all, especially being a short one, so that's kind of good. It hits kind of the meat of my hand through here, and so it's not getting, if it was a little bit longer, I could see it probably, hitting further up and maybe causing a hot spot, but being a small one like that, this is really good for EDC carry. So blade length on this one, you're going to be at 3.4 inches. The steel is 1.4116, and it's got a bead blast finish, which is really cool. I like that, so you don't have too many fingerprints or anything like that you have to worry about wiping off. Overall length on this one is about 8 inches. It's 8.01. So hopefully that'll work for you. And closed is 4.6. Now weight on this one is 4.2 ounces. So you have a little bit heavier because you got those full liners, as you can see, and they're just sturdy, you know. That deadbolt locking mechanism, once it's in there and locked in, you're set, man. You know, and your fingers even locked up, you're not going to get anywhere near that button. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Now these retail, I've seen them anywhere from $109 all the way up to $140 retail. So pretty cool overall. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this one. I like this one. This one for me, it's a little bit spendier because you're getting into that, you know, $110 to $140 range. And for blade steel, I think you're paying a little bit extra for the locking mechanism and a little bit for, you know, the designer as well. But it's a pretty cool design. So anyways, thank you so much, CRKT, for sending this one out for review. And let me know down in the comments what you think of it. You know, if you have it, what's the best part that you like about it? Overall, I think this one is a good knife. I think budget-wise, it could be a little bit less. It'd probably be a really good seller at like the $75 to $85 range, especially with that deadbolt locking mechanism. But like I said, this one's a CRKT M40-03. And I will catch you on the next one. But most importantly, do something kind for someone and have yourself a great day. Take care.